What's good, everyone? Wow, it is nice to be back in action. So this week has just been crazy. Here's a video of me flying from Germany to the States, and I was actually kind of excited for this flight. I knew that, or they advertised that they had Wi-Fi, but it didn't work, and I was really looking forward to maybe, placing a trade on the airplane, but, that didn't really work out. The next day, here's a little clip of me at my brother's place. I was running out to the dock, and this day we had some trolling planned, and we're gonna look for tuna or maybe some kingfish. And I was also kind of excited because I kind of want to do some trading on the boat, and we had some really good Wi-Fi about 20 miles out, but I just kind of missed the trades this day, which was fine. I was being a little cautious, and that's better. Here's actually my brother Heiko and Captain Dan I was fishing with. I'm going to leave their links to their fishing channels below. Definitely check them out if you guys are into fishing or just Florida in general. Really good footage. Here again is Heiko. On Wednesday, I was able to snag two really nice trades, which grew our count 7% Wednesday morning. And here we are getting ready for we're on our 3-hour drive back to Vero Beach for some Thanksgiving dinner.
Goodbye, Key Largo. Welcome back to civilization.
And then, of course, big old Thanksgiving dinner and no trading. And then here on Monday, so today I was getting ready for a little, early morning, 6:30 a.m. jog. Quite nice to be back on the beach, especially after being in Berlin, a little gray weather. So this was a really nice morning jog, and by 7:30 I was already back home and getting ready for the day. So let's start reviewing the trades and check out what we did today. Okay, so today was a half day. The markets are closed. They closed at 1 p.m. So they've been closed about 2 hours now. And let's just check out our first trade. I wrote some things down here that I definitely want to talk about. The first trade, if you guys did not watch the opening bell live stream, which I definitely recommend checking out, I just rewatched the whole thing, and it's really insightful to the way I kind of approached the market today. The first issue, or the first trade I did right off the bat, was a really aggressive market order. Usually I'll always place, and this is the first time I made this mistake, and this is WKHS again, and this is their daily chart. So, if you just zoom in a little bit, they had a really nice last few day rally, and this is because they got financing. They're in a hot sector right now. The Tesla Cybertruck just came out, and they're in the auto part industry, so this is kind of a hot topic right now. They also 184 million market cap, 66 shares outstanding, so it's kind of in the range that we want to trade. It's definitely in the dollar range that we want to be trading. Anyway, it had this really nice rally, broke past this former resistance or former support area, which is now new resistance. You can see it struggled to break out of this area before, and then again we had kind of a double top here, but eventually this kind of became new support. You can see as we had a big rally from here, actually quite a large rally, about 100% rally, came back to this, bounced off of it once, bounced off of it twice. Now it's kind of chilling in this area again at 2.5 with a 180-day moving average coming right below it. So big support in this area, and I thought this was a great time to look in for a additional break to the upside. And I was kind of expecting we might see a little bit of a morning panic. So I placed the limit order right around here at 2.65. And as the price just came down, we were executed within the first 10 seconds of the market open, and I wasn't really ready for this. I was kind of caught off guard, and that's a little unfortunate because we entered this trade way too quickly. And I would have wanted to enter this trade maybe around 2.6, or when we noticed this area was not holding, I would have liked to enter a little bit maybe down here at 2.55 or somewhere in this area as the price was holding and moving back to the upside. Ultimately, I don't know if that's what would have happened, but I did like this stock, and I did like the amount of support. I did like the amount of news. I mean, this thing had a lot of stuff going for it. The traders really weren't looking at WKHS today. I mean, it had even this really strong rally is about only 8%. I mean, it would have been super awesome. I would never complain about 8%, but you don't trade, you don't have these perfect trades. So we probably would have maybe bought somewhere in here and probably got out already right around here, and that would have been also a pretty good trade, and that would have only been 4 to 5%. I was a little too fixated on this one when I should have been looking at our watch list, seeing what was really moving, because ASLN was really the big one moving. Had a really nice gap up, and it was just running super hard. It's also what we're looking for. So 73 million dollar volume, then 122 million market cap, and this is really kind of exaggerated right now just because of the big rally it had, and then 32 million shares outstanding. I mean, this is exactly was on our watch list today, and this was the one I was feeling a little bit more iffy about. I should have just took a step back when I realized that WKHS was just a little bit slower, and this one was the one taking off. So let's go zoom in a little bit on the 1 minute chart and see what we did here. So we missed all this because we were super fixated on WKHS, and then when we had that big pullback, I was looking for a break back down to $5, and that is what happened. However, we didn't really get a super nice entry because, again, I made a small mistake here where I placed a limit order and I changed the price to $5.03, and unknowingly it was not edited properly. I don't think I pressed enter or something properly, and we entered at $5.43. This was a massive mistake on my end. We still ended this trade with a small 4% profit, but you can see that the dollar amount is super tiny. And this is a kind of third mistake, is because we had really poor allocation, since some of our funds were still transferring over from a different account, and there's only $500 available really for this trade, or 580 or something dollars, which basically means our first trade was nicely allocated about $1,300, which with our account size right now is getting close to that 33% allocation, which is exactly what we're looking for. But our second trade, if we just go over to our trade journal, had a really poor allocation, about $540. So even though our first trade was, a 2.27% loss and we lost $30, our second trade was a 3.5% winner, and we still didn't make back the amount of money that we lost. So today could have easily been a green day, but just poor allocation basically made this first trade way more of a loss and kind of a high risk trade, I guess you can say, and then the second trade way less risky. That kind of sums up a lot of the issues that we've been having this month, is just poor allocation. This month we are positive and we're green on the month, which is really nice, because October again was also kind of an iffy month. We were just getting back into stock trading after trading crypto for 1.5 years. Roughly, which we still do, but stock trading has a lot of advantages, which I'll probably go over in a different video. But again, on this $25,000 challenge, I was a little shaky on October. November, things are really coming together nicely, but our account allocation was again a big problem. Check out the $25,000 challenge video where I go over our whole account portfolio allocation and how we fixed it this month, if you guys have not done so already. So the trade I really wanted on this one was actually the dip right down here, and I called this one out perfectly. Unfortunately, we didn't have any more trades left available. What happened was we did not have this really nice breakout reversal like I was kind of expecting, so I got out of this trade. We took our 3.5% profit, which was pretty nice. I was pretty happy how this one turned out, but then I said, there's a good chance we're going to crack under $5, and if that crack is weak, if there's not a bunch of stops that all of a sudden push the price down to $4.50 or $4, and we only kind of hold in that $4.9 area, then that's going to be a huge buying indicator. So we would have probably had the chance to get in at low fives, or maybe even still in the 4.95 area right here, and ride this thing to the upside. And this could have been a really nice trade. Even if we got into at the low fives, this would have been a 9% trade. So this could have been really quick, and this would have been our third trade of the day. We would have ended it there. And if we had the proper account allocation, this could have been a really solid way to enter the weekend. Again, I mean, there's a lot of other trading opportunities on ASLN, but I only have 9 trades per week. So I have to really make sure that I'm trading only the best setups and trading with proper account allocation. And really today, I think a big lesson as well, besides Just making sure that my trades look good, doing a double confirmation before I enter the trade, specifically on TD Ameritrade, because sometimes I click a button or I don't check something, or you type in the quantity or price you want, but unless you hit enter, it doesn't really transfer that over into your order, which has messed me up in the past before. So checking that is really, really important. Then, of course, proper account allocation would have been really, really good. And then just three, if the stock that I'm looking at isn't really performing the way I want it to, look at something else. And ASLN was the runner today. I mean, this could have been a really hot trade. From the market open till the high, it went up 130%. So, this could have been a killer trade today. I don't think we would have, obviously got 100%, but I think there's a good chance we would have, done 5, 10, 20, even 30% on this trade, because we like to take profits really quickly. And this would have been the one, just in under a minute, maybe 2-3 minutes, we would have had a really, really nice day. So again, kind of like Friday, where I was too fixated on one stock, we kind of made the same mistake but this time we were kind of forced into it simply because I had a limit order ready to go a little bit too close to the market open, which in the end would have actually worked out if we just kind of held it. But that was a little shaky trade, and risk management kicked in and we just got out of that trade for a small loss, and I will do that any day of the week. But yeah, I mean, just looking at WKHS again, this is exactly what we wanted. We wanted that morning pullback, find support, and then ride it to the upside and sell near former highs. I mean, this trade did exactly what we wanted it to. I just got in too early. I could have held down here, but then we would have been down 4 or 5%, and all of a sudden things are getting a little risky, so you don't really know, although we did identify that there was big support here. So yeah, maybe I could have held it and broke my rules a little bit. That's really not, good practice. And even if we made money on this trade, I probably would have felt kind of bad about it, just because we took on a lot of risk to make that trade. What I really should have done is just kind of be ready to go a little bit lower, maybe enter in this 2.5 area. And if I didn't really feel comfortable with that one because things were looking really slow, I should have took the time to look at what was moving, and that was ASLN. And I could have entered anywhere here on the upside, but at least we did get one smaller trade on it today. And this trade, it was kind of quick, but it was more of a scratch, but it was good fun to be able to trade it. And it was a good opportunity overall to just kind of watch the price, learn from it. We were also watching the tick view. So guys, I highly encourage you guys to check out the morning live stream today. I think it was a really educational one, and I cannot wait for Monday. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe if you want to join me on my $25,000 challenge. Don't forget to hit that bell icon too. Till Monday, guys, enjoy your holiday weekend, stay safe, and make some awesome trades. I'll see ya. Ciao, ciao.